everybody, this is Spine Ticks Pressing, and got kind of a fun video for you today. I was watching someone in the community, Comic Books History Investing. I was watching their site and I was taking a look. What they do is they break down comics and the most valuable comics. They analyze the number that are in the census, how rare each book is by years. And so I was enjoying 1984, and I came across in their video a book that I was really surprised about. I think most everybody thinks, when they think of G.I. Joe, and this is some fun 1980s nostalgia, they think about books like this one here, number one. This one probably jumps out as another one of the more famous, more valuable books that G.I. Joe's put out. Number 21, the Silent Snake Eyes issue. And these two I picked up, I picked up issue number one about a month ago, and that's a future project. I've had number 21 for quite a while, ever since I started collecting back in the early 80s. And it's been read quite a bit. But not a whole lot's been done to it, so that's a future project. But the one that jumped out to me was what the host said was the third most valuable G.I. Joe comic out there, and it is this issue. It is issue number 25, first appearance of Zartan. So that's the book that we're going to be looking at today and doing a little bit of work on, and I hope you enjoy this video. So here it is, G.I. Joe 25, first appearance of Zartan, and I'm going to be doing some work on this one. This is kind of a nice book to work on. It's pretty rough shape. It's definitely been read quite a bit. There's quite a bit of issues along the spine. There's some dirt on the upper right corner. And so let's start working on this bad boy. So just some of the stuff that jumps up at me right now. There's quite a bit of little dirt residue up in this area right in here in the upper right hand corner and at the top. Edges look pretty good. Corners, that one's a little rough. Some wear on that corner. That corner looks pretty good. Bottom right corner, I'll slide it up. I don't know, there's a bit of a spine roll on the book, and so looks like there's a little bit of misalignment here with the cover and the interior pages, but the corner looks pretty good. Bottom left corner looks all right. A little bit of roughness like the top, and a little bit of dirt down in here. In terms of the book, I see a bit of a crease right in this area, real small one. I don't think it's a tear. It doesn't look like it's color breaking, but it's definitely noticeable. Up at the top here, there's a couple creases. There's one there, kind of an odd, real small crease right here that goes along the star and across the J and the O. As I said before, pretty pronounced spine roll is evident. There's something odd right here. I'm not sure if that's just dirt or if this color breaking spine tick left a little residue. I don't know, but that looks pretty rough. Other than that, the colors look pretty good. Not sure what this is. I'll have to look at a couple other scans to see if this is just some kind of printing irregularity. I'm not sure. Down at the bottom, a couple little indentations, little creases that you can see at a side angle, but I think all that will press out really nicely. Take a look at the back. The back's pretty dirty. Got some interesting issues right here. I don't know, color some color loss along the spine right in there. You can see I can see a couple of little indentations. I'm not sure what caused those, but I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll try to hold it up and you can maybe see with the glare. Yeah, I think you can see it there. There's a couple little indentations, and then there's some creasing throughout the book on the back, but I think all that'll press out nicely. I see a little bit of dirt, some crud right in this corner here, and I'm not sure if this is crud or if this is creasing down here, but the back's pretty dirty. So then we have a little bit of color loss. I'm not sure if that's the printing or if that's just, I'm not sure what caused that, but doesn't look so hot. But that's the book. Well, let me get started here. I'm just gonna take one of my pads and let's just start working on the book here. See if we can get some of this dirt out off the book. Yeah, it's coming up. Just a little bit. Got a little bit of this extra dirt buildup. So, yeah, a little bit of, you can see some dirt spots. Got a little bit off on the back. That was good. All right, I'm going to stick with the back, and I'm going to go here with my little puff pad. This is a dry cleaning pad. And I think what these things have is they have eraser shavings in the pad. It's kind of a gentle way to clean paper, clean a book. But as I mentioned before, this website or this YouTuber that kind of breaks down the history of comic collecting and does a little deeper dive into the rarity of different books. Found it really interesting. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, some of this crud right here just came off. I just hit it with this puff pad and it took it right off. Let's see, the same crud's down here. Let's see if we can get that out. I don't think it can. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I'll try to hit that later on with some Immaculate Clean. I'd like to give a shout out to Immaculate Comics. If you haven't tried their product of Immaculate Clean, you know, one, I really enjoy Rick's channel and how he sort of breaks down the science of comic book cleaning. But I really recommend it. But if you go to immaculatecomics.com, you can purchase a number of products that can help you in working on your books. I think the back, it's a little bit better. Got a little bit of the crud off. Let's go back to the front. Let's use the puff pad, this dry cleaning pad. Where I found the dry cleaning pad really does seem to make a big difference in the white areas. Oh, that one's, I don't know, maybe I'm picking up some gunk from the pad. Didn't seem to help much. Just keep going over it. So Zartan, I think, was in the live action G.I. Joe 2. Sort of a master of disguise. He had a pretty cool get-up. His outfit was pretty slick. I did have this action figure, and I remember, I think it was either his skin or some of these plates. I think it was the skin. When you exposed it to light, the skin would change colors. Like, I can't remember if it went to like a purple or a green, but it's pretty cool. You know, back in those days, that was a high-tech technology. Definitely didn't have those kind of things in action figures. My first experience with G.I. Joe action figures was my cousin. I had some older cousins, and they had the sort of like the large dolls. G.I. Joe action figure guy had like a beard, and I can't remember if the hair, I think the hair was plastic, but his beard was kind of like a prickly, fuzzy beard, which I think, you know, for a kid that was kind of a cool thing back in the days. All right, what I got right here is I've got some Absarine, and I'm just gonna take this and kind of roll it gently. Try to get any extra dirt, see if it'll pick up. Yeah, it's really helping in the white areas. I know sometimes you gotta really, let's kind of rub it, let's just roll it. I really want to focus on some of your colors and getting anything that's in there out, and that just kind of brings out the color of the book a little bit better. I feel like we got the top. There's a lot of work that needs to be done up in here. It's really dark. I don't know if you can see the amount of dirt that's up in here, but there's just a lot of, I'm not sure if it's just, you know, book against book. This area looks pretty, the white looks not too bad down in this area right around Real American Hero, but up in here it's really it looks bad. It's a lot of work. kind of like these puff pads. There's kind of a ridged side and then a real softer side. Try the softer side. Then hit it with the ridged. See if that makes any difference. I don't feel it. I don't feel whatever's right there. It's not catching on the facial pad. Got something right in here. It's grabbing. What's that? If it's creasing or if it's crud. Most likely it's crud. Some sort, like a fingerprint. This was I guess this was a good read back in the day. I don't recall reading it too many times. Zartan was a pretty interesting character. I don't think this issue is his origin, but it's definitely the introduction of the Zartan character. And like I said, he was the focus, or one of the major characters. I think he impersonated the president in G.I. Joe, the live-action film G.I. Joe #2. That I don't think it did too well at the box office. Had kind of a bizarre ending. I used to live in South Carolina, and I think the end of the movie, they have like some kind of a world summit on Fort Sumter, which is just kind of off the coast, near Charleston, South Carolina, just kind of in the harbor. And in the movie, there's like an overpass, which I thought was pretty wild. You just like hop in your car and you can just drive right over there. Definitely not. There's definitely not an overpass or any kind of a freeway or road that gets you out there. You've got to take a boat and check it out. All right, I got a clean backer board, and I'm gonna work on the front cover with the backer board, and I'm just gonna kind of go over it again with a puff pad. And I'm gonna use my backer board. Probably try to work. Let's start up here. This kind of helps me keep track of the quadrants of the book so that I don't miss anything. And it's kind of good to, as a comparative, you can pull it away and look and see if you're making any kind of a difference. This is a real tricky area right up in here, so I'm going to go real slow. You definitely don't want to use anything big, like a big eraser like that, or one that has these edges. This is a nice eraser, and I like it on certain areas, but has a little more flexibility than this little standard pen click eraser. But I'm gonna go with that one. Touchscreen pad, it's nice. I like doing this. It's good for cleaning up the tip of your eraser. Whoops. Let's get that back. All right. Let's start working here a little bit. pretty happy with the way the front cover turned out. See a little bit of residue up in here still. I'm going to apply a little bit more pressure than I did the first time around. Continue to push it to the outside. Blue light does help you see the little micro creases a little bit better. Really odd, kind of almost like a line. It's difficult to see. I don't know if it's a micro crease or what, but I can see a line kind of going across. And then I can see this crease and this one that I was able to see before. I can see that one pretty clearly. But I see some type of a line that goes across this little area. Maybe that's what's causing the dirt to get trapped. Yeah, I think it's much better. All right. Front looks pretty good. And I haven't even applied the MacuClean to it. Let's flip this bad boy to the back. There's not much to work on in the back. Hit the Frogger's belly and eyes, even though it's kind of a gray area. Frogger's eyes. That's pretty much it. Alright, so I think at this point, just need to hit it with the MacuClean. Alright, we're now going to work on the book with some MacuClean. And let me get some pads out to use. Actually, I think I've got a couple here. And let's take our MacuClean solution. Let's get it going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, roughly. And got to be careful if you a little too much excess moisture, and if you rub a section too many times, you risk damaging the book. So you just want to kind of be careful and be patient. And I think this is much better, much improved. Certainly the back is much better than when we started. Well, here is our finished front cover, and just showed you the completed back cover. And now we're ready to press this book. So here we are with the book, G.I. Joe 25, after pressing, and all in all it came out pretty well. I mean, the cover itself looks pretty nice. Trying to look at it from an angle, I don't really see any creases anymore. There's one little like an indentation right here at the bottom, something I didn't see before, and I don't know what that's from. This area right here is still a problem. Spine is pretty beat up. There's, you know, a little bit of damage there. I don't know. That might be worth sliding some backer board right here into the spot and hitting it with the tack iron. This area right here doesn't look so hot either. But all in all, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I think my guess is this is probably because of the amount of punishment this book has taken on the spine. I'm gonna guess it's probably about somewhere between a 6.0 and a 7.0. But you never know until you send it in. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.